Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is analyze your mistakes to help you understand yourself better. Well, a lot of times when you're trying to make improvements in your life, people will say to forget about the past, just focus on the now and moving forward. Yeah, I think that's the majority of the majority of your time should be spent enjoying the now and making adjustments now to make your future better. However, sometimes I think there is some value in analyzing your own past mistakes to try to help you sidestep future problems and to kind of pinpoint what you should do moving forward to make sure you don't repeat those mistakes, or something, or at least minimize them. So I was just kind of analyzing some of my mistakes earlier today, and I've kind of come to a couple of I think interesting points about them. I think one of the mistakes was I was working for an organization a long time ago, and I've come back to that organization, and that's where I work now. But a long time ago when I was working for them, I didn't understand how this organization worked. I didn't understand, the details and the things that were possible. And so by not understanding what was going on at that time, I just discounted this organization as a place to work. It just, for me, it was just like I didn't even bother trying to go to work for them at the time. And even though looking back, it would have been a great fit for me, but since I didn't understand it, what was involved, how all the pieces fit together, I just kind of blew it off. It's like, I don't want to bother working there because I didn't understand it. And partially this was their fault for not explaining it to me when I was young what was involved. And let's just say now I would try to help people understand, and I'm constantly trying to help people understand, because I think a lack of understanding contributes to your mistakes, and that was certainly my lack of understanding contributed to the mistake of not pursuing working for this organization earlier in my life. Okay, the lack of understanding is a big problem when you don't know what's going on, how the pieces fit together. You don't understand the people involved, the personalities, how the organization fits. And I think that goes to anything. If you don't understand it, it's going to be very difficult for you to make a wise decision. So that lack of understanding is a big component to you making mistakes. And I know for me that not understanding things was a big mistake. Big mistake. Another thing that contributes to mistakes, at least for me, is being rushed to make a decision and rushing through life rather than taking your time. And when you rush too much, if you're rushed, well, that by definition, you're not stopping to smell the roses while you're living your life, because you're always looking for the next thing. And I know this always being in a rush and being rushed by others contributed to the poor quality of my life for many years, and gave me a certain measure of dissatisfaction in things. And then further, when I was being rushed to make decisions, I made a poor decision and paid the price. So you don't want to rush, right? Being rushed, again, by definition, is not good for you as a man, especially women either. But so when I look back to my younger man life, I got, with getting married and buying a house and having children and doing all of this at an extremely fast pace. It was difficult. I never really recovered from that. I really haven't recovered from that since, and this is like decades in the making. So that's a big mistake that I'm still trying to overcome, is being rushed by someone to make decisions. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure that some people get rushed into making decisions, and the decisions turn out to be right for those some people, but I don't think it's going to work out that great for you, just like it didn't really work out that great for me. Now, I've made the best of my life given the decisions that I've made, and I'm very happy. I'm much happier. I'm a happier man than I was. But see, the decisions, the rushed decisions that I was pushed to make made my life go downhill very far, very rapidly, and it's taken enormous effort to get myself back up to a decent level. So that's why I'm talking about it, is to try to help other men understand the potential disaster that your life can become if you are rushed to make decisions without you fully understanding what the implications of those decisions are. So I was rushed. Once I proposed to my wife and we were engaged, I mean, that was my decision. But then I got rushed into buying a house right away, rushed into getting married right away, rushed into having a baby right away. So those are three big things all happening at a rapid pace, and those were all extremely expensive, and I never really financially recovered from that. And as hard as I work on trying to recover, it's just, the damage is done. Now, to be fair, having a child is so wonderful. It's worth it. So I don't I don't want to talk. It's two different things. So let's just say doing as much as I did in a short amount of time was kind of tough on me. So I'm trying to think of other bad decisions I've made, and I really think that those are the main two reasons why men make bad decisions. Is you don't understand something, or you're rushed to make a decision. And of course, let's just say when you rush to buy something expensive, right, you naturally pull back. If you're going to buy something expensive, you should want to spend the money, right? You shouldn't feel rushed by somebody else to spend it, right? if you don't understand the nature of how you're spent of some investment or whatever, you probably shouldn't spend the money, right? When you don't understand something or you're rushed, you're going to make bad decisions. So, give that idea a little thought, all for now.